Just wanted to get on here for a little bit. Talk about the Blazers for a second, man. It's your boy P Money out here on these streets right now, you know. On that grind. Took a little time off, you know. Take a little break right quick. Just talk about my man CJ McCollum, man. Got a franchise record, 28 points in the first quarter alone. Right. I stopped watching the game after the first quarter because I had so many other things to do. So I was like, hey, they were already up. I want to say 25 or 26 before the first quarter was over. So I didn't need to see anything else. I already knew that it was going to be a wrap. Man, like, 50 points today. Especially with the way, like, he's been hooping really, really well lately. So I knew he was gonna break out, but I didn't think it would be this big, 50 points big. I thought he would have a night where he scores like 35, 38, hitting like 7 threes, getting to the free throw line. But man, tonight, man, that first quarter, he couldn't miss. He had more points by himself than the whole team for the Bulls in the first quarter. So I think we scored 45 or 47 in the first quarter. Just crazy, amazing. Blazers aren't getting no run from no one right now. No one's talking about them, but they over here quietly. For the first time this season, they won 4 in a row. Maybe it's not against the best opposition, but that doesn't matter. Those are the teams that you do well against, so you get into a groove. So whenever you play the good teams, you're playing to your capabilities. And I like what I saw from McCollum today. And I like what I've been seeing from him the last few weeks. Because he was in a nice little funk earlier in the season. That's why we weren't doing so hot. But he's came along now. And him and Dame are going to start sharing. They're going to start sharing who's going to be the man. Who's going to score the most points. They're going to be competing with each other. Man, this is going to be doing really well right now. And through the misfortunes of other teams like the Pelicans, the Blazers might be the 5th best team in the West right now. They just might be the 5th best team in the league right now. I like the way they're balling right now. They're playing good defense. It's just everything is going good for them right now. Now, I do understand that Tyreke Evans is on the trading block right now from Memphis, and he is balling right now over there. I would love for us to make a trade to get him, because I really think that right now, if the Blazers made a trade like that, they can make some serious noise in the West. Like, the Thunder are looking good, but we can beat the Thunder. We've already beat them 2 times this year. The Thunder don't know how to beat us. And they lost Roberson, who used to try to ball up on Dame. And that's having Tyreke as another go-to guy, another slasher. That's what we're doing well this year. Like, we go to the basket a lot. We don't settle for jumpers as much as a team this year, which I like. Even Aminu likes to go to the basket. He doesn't do it as often, but he's become more aggressive going to the basket. Ed Davis this year has been killing it. He's been yamming on people. He didn't have that good of a game today, but he didn't really need to because McCollum just cleaned up everything. Even Dame, he broke his little streak of 20 points. I think he had 7 or 8 games in a row where he scored at least 20. And I want to say it was probably at least 25 in each of them games. So he's been really booming. He's been hooping since he came back from his little injury, his little hamstring injury. That's the first injury that I can think of that Lillard, where he missed more than like a game or two, because he missed about 6 or 7 games. And at that time, that's when McCollum wasn't really balling. So I thought we would be okay because Napier's been a really good player this year. But McCollum kind of didn't take charge like I thought he would, but he's making up for it right now. And if we get clicking like that, and then we get Tyreek Evans, keep Aminu at the 4 with Nurk too, with another playmaker like that, getting him the rock where he needs to be at, man, it will be a problem. To me, he's like a poor man's James Harden without, like, as far as slashing, but when it comes to the jumper, he don't have a jumper like Harden. Harden's jumper is nice. That motherfucker is nasty. In that 60-point game last night, man, amazing. 60-point triple-double. That's my MVP right there for sure. Like, there's no one is as consistent as Harden is right now, in my opinion. Even though he's missed games, I still have him as my MVP. But let me go ahead and get up out of here. Get back on this grind. But it's your boy P Money. Y'all need to start looking out for the Blazers, man. They're about to make a run. And if we can do something in the trade, before the trade deadline, which is, I believe, the 10th of February, I think we're going to be a problem. I think we will. I don't like where San Antonio is right now. And Kawhi doesn't seem like he's going to, I don't know if he's coming back or what. He's disgruntled. That would be another guy I would love to have. Kawhi. And I've heard rumors. I've read a couple of articles from these little Oregon websites. And they're talking about Kawhi is disgruntled and he wouldn't mind going to Portland. And that would be the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life because of what LaMarcus Aldridge did to us. And then we get the player who is the best player on that team. I've noticed that Aldridge is flourishing now that Kawhi's not playing, which I don't understand at all because Kawhi is a hell of a player. And LaMarcus played very well with a guy like Damian Lillard who doesn't even, I mean, he would get him the ball, but this year I feel Lillard's passing ability is amazing this year. It's the best he's been since he's been in the league, in my opinion. He's starting to come up closer, getting games like 28 points, an occasional double-double here and there, but have like 7 assists, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds, a steal. So he's filling up the box score now. His defense has improved dramatically. I was happy that he got the All-Star nod. They didn't play him like they've been doing these last few years because he's been absolutely hooping. Proud of the Blazers right now, man. Proud of them. Minnesota doesn't look very good right now. They can't buy wins. We did them pretty dirty the last time we played them. Really the only team that would give us trouble is the Rockets, in my opinion, and the Warriors. That's the only 2 right now in the West. I think we can beat the Spurs, especially if Kawhi doesn't come back. We can beat the Spurs, especially if we make a move for Evans. If we make a move for that, oh my goodness, man. Some of y'all might be upset about this music, but this is my stuff right here. This is my joint. But let me get back on this grind, and I'll holler at y'all later.